Alright, I'm looking for shade parking around near the library, and I'm glad that I jumped on the bicycle to look because I totally forgot about the construction going on Main Street. So I'm not just going to be driving down Main Street to look for shade parking. Not sure what to do. How in the heck does Rice Lake get away with posting 4-hour parking on this road? I don't recall ever seeing that before. Sun. See this spot right here, underneath the tree, even up here, underneath the tree, is pretty close to the library. But we got this 4-hour parking sign. I don't see how that could be enforced. It doesn't seem reasonable. Especially with the construction too. You'd think construction changes the rules a little bit. And yeah, this looks like my best option, but I gotta contend with 4-hour parking issues for a closed down building, a church tent, U.S. Bank, mayor of Rice Lake. I don't know, somebody lives there, somebody's residence. They just like shut down the street with the 4-hour parking signs. I don't know, I think I might want to take that risk. Alright, I'm challenging the 4-hour parking. Got here at 7. Started the potatoes at 7:20. Got 20 minutes to get back at least for the potatoes. I used to park on this side of the road. So I had a girlfriend who lived on the second story. There was no 4-hour parking. In the wintertime, there was no overnight parking. So they could, I guess, shovel. But now I see 4-hour parking. It's heavily regulated in a lot of spots. No parking tow-away zone. And it's questionable how necessary the restrictions are, because one entrance to Rice Lake says that it's 8,000 people, and then on the south side it says 9,000 people. So they haven't updated their population signs for this city. That's probably why a lot of cities don't post the population, is because when they have to put it on two ends and they only change one, that confuses visitors. But I'm challenging that 4-hour parking. It should be a good shade spot for the afternoon if I decide to stay. Trying to decide if I want to stay or not. It just depends on what I can get done at the library, which is only a couple of blocks away now. This is about the closest I can get for decent shade parking. I could park right behind the library, but it says 2-hour parking over there. It's kind of weird to see the main street under construction like this. Library just over there. So it's about a 3-minute walk from where I'm parked. I find it interesting to see Chris Fitzgerald, the sheriff of Barron County, on here as part of the library board. So they'll be removing the sidewalk after July 2nd. Not only the road, but the sidewalk too. Why are they connecting one thing to another? Fire hose, fire hydrants, 2023. Oh man, is that the year it was made? They connect one fire hydrant to the next. So I watched this guy who's parked here. He was waiting on somebody to pick him up. I think he's going to stay longer than 4 hours. And I think he might be trying to look like he's a part of the construction project on the road by parking so close to it. Alright, so I guess scoping around my car. Look at this. This looks in good shape. I could kind of use this. I don't know why there's so many ants on it. This is in good shape. I could use this for cutting onions. Somebody generous enough to leave it on the side of the road. The chef's knife was probably dropped because they're maybe serving food or something under the tent for this church, Bethany Lutheran, the outdoor worship. Probably. So across generations, comparing my parents to my life, this used to be like the main hospital, turned into an old folks home, then abandoned. It moved in their lifetime. It moved to the lake shore, on the lake near Indian Mounds Park. And that in my lifetime, it moved. I was born there, and now it doesn't exist. They left this building up, this old hospital up, but tore down the other one. And now it's along the highway on the south end. So it's moved in their lifetime from here to the lake shore, and in my lifetime from the lake shore to the south end of the highway. Just think that's interesting. I've been inside it, this building. I think maybe one of my parents was born here. It was a Heritage Manor for the longest time. But I think it's abandoned. It's just got such a unused appearance. And where this tent stands, I know there used to be a house, an old house that was wooden, not like this. Some old wooden house with a porch. Well, this doesn't have a porch. With a porch and everything. But then, you could never really tell that it got abandoned. It looked like it was being kept up in good shape, but really it was abandoned. They just didn't let it go to get bad looking. They just tore it down before it looked really bad on the outside. It would be very motivating to park here, but they got these signs. I'd have to look on the Regrid app to see who owns this. Who's sitting on this abandoned building? Yeah, clearly, if it wasn't abandoned, they wouldn't let this maple tree grow on the ramp. Looking inside. Oh my God! I just got ticked. Oh, that's a horsefly. Okay. Oh. So during the big nuclear scares, it was a fallout shelter, the hospital. People were busting windows. Oh, slippery elm. What a surprise. Not doing too well, looking okay on the leaf structure. Slippery elm. Slippery elm really loves to grow alongside buildings. And this is preferring, well, it'll take the brunt of the summer heat. Man, there's a lot of this slippery elm here. Entrance. I could cut off a branch, but it's kind of busy here. Somebody may see. I'd trim a branch and take some bark. That's a good one. Slippery elm. At the entrance for the old hospital and old folks home where they take care of old people. Screen must have fallen from the top. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens a lot in these northern regions. Oh, $1. I make some money walking around. Not a lot of people walk around this, but I see money in the slippery elm too. See some value. Oh, what is okay? And as far as I remember, one of my sisters used to wash clothes here at this building, so this building was a part of it. No parking. Oh, really? All in here, no parking anytime. Somebody who owns it, that's the thing. I wouldn't just pull in not knowing who has control. And it looks like it's owned kind of like by the construction. Construction's getting some kind of a lease. What are these old signs? Messenger Streets. Oh, these are on Main Streets. Anybody wants a free sign? They just Water Streets, Police Department, Fire Department, just laying here. Free signs. That's cool. Here we go. I just needed to come down here to the city hall to see how they're enforcing the 4-hour parking. Since it's the weekend, they're not enforcing 4 hours. See, you wouldn't know that by looking at the signs. So, I figured they would have some slack on like Saturday, Sunday. My God, is this building abandoned or something? Lakeside entrance. Somebody come in here and ripped open this unit. What did they take? Copper, pretty much. Off. Oh, they make sure to switch the trigger off. But I mean, what, they beat down on the top and then pulled the panel out for this building. BPOE. What is it here? Take the stairs. It's a hall of some kind. A dining hall. It might be abandoned. Elks Lodge. Oh yeah. It's all connected then. But maybe that section is just, they don't provide any electricity, because I think I've been in here. In my younger days, there used to be like a beach house over here. I said it before. And then the swimming beach. They would pay a lifeguard to sit and watch. But then they started coming up with warnings about some insect or maybe algae that was causing skin irritations. I swam in here when I was young a few times. And never really noticed any problems. But yeah, the geese like to poop there and it spread disease. You know, this city hall location is still kind of new to me. It's been here for over 20 years. And I'm trying to remember where the old city hall was. For some reason I can't remember. But this looks old now, but it was new maybe 20, 30 or 30 years ago. Alright, Shipley's Chiropractic, where the people go to get well. One thing that got my attention here is, what's this stuff in between the windows? It's like some kind of a weird, like, building, like ditches, divots, building divots, ditches, all on that story, the second story. What did they have there? A building attached to it, maybe? But this is a road. Alright, so on my little walk around this area, I found a kitchen knife and $1. And when I got down to City Hall, I learned that the 4-hour parking limit is only on weekdays. So this should be good shade parking for the day. I'm already in shade, right underneath the trees. May want to pull up a little bit for the evening shade, but I think I'll stay here for the day. Looks nice. Alright, so for YouTube, some of these videos, if you want to read, I can't quite read that too well. So I can expand to be able to read it. Alright, this is on my tablet. And that's nice. But some of these videos, I can only do it twice. This one I can do it the full, 8 times. And I watch Hearthstone, and I like to read the cards sometimes. But some of them games, I'm not able to do the full, like say, let's say I want to just zoom in on this. Oh, it's working. Wow. There's a lot that don't work. Maybe, I don't know. Fight. Oh, grumpy old men. Alright, pause it. Wow. Well, this isn't great for my demonstration. I wanted to show that okay, well, I'm successful on all the demonstrations here for expanding. A lot of them will stop me at 2 times. So he pulls his police car up to the ATM. Alright, I am going to cut some slippery on quick. I want to get a nice big piece off of this. So let's I want this one that's right next to these ones that are right next to each other like this. They really shouldn't be like that. So I'll just cut. All right. Whoops. Okay, I gotta get it from the other side. Okay, there we go. And now I'll just strip it. Nobody's around. Nobody's gonna say anything. Oh! All right. Pull out my trusty knife and start the stripping. Whoa, gotta be careful about it. Stripping is only step one. Yeah, there you go. It's really wet. So I want to keep this in the sun. So I'll stop it here. Hey, how do I use the study room? No, how's the schedule look?
Yeah, we can just get you a room, no problem. Do you have a preference on any of them?
The furthest one to
The purple one?
Main
Sure.
Street?
Yeah. Let me take a peek here. I don't think anyone's got it reserved, so. All right, I just need a first name and you can
Travis?
go. Travis? All right, go ahead and use it.
All right, thanks. All right, so I'm just gonna record a little bit of this Second Amendment rally. Man, this sign is getting old itself. Looks like it's falling apart. to show where the old school was. Which is private property, you can't just walk on it. There used to be like a 5-story wooden building here. It's kind of interesting. Alright, I'm in Narrows Park and I'm cooking my eggs at this shelter. And then potatoes have been peeled. I was peeling the potatoes as I was cooking the eggs. And they're in the blue pots. I got 2 pots to make this an easier process. And I gotta get done. It's 8 a.m. like I think I said. Gotta get out by 10 because they always show up earlier. Now I guess I could have been cooking on the shelf here. I could use a hat. It smells like they're clean. But I want to keep my pots in the sunlight just for a slight bit advantage. It's summertime. Well, even winter, being in the sun is a little bit of an advantage for cooking. I'm just a visitor here, and
That's been here for a couple of days.
oh yeah, all right. Well, I help myself to some things.
I would.
And there's a charger cable I'm using, but I'm not going to keep that. I got so many.
Yeah.
They're so plentiful.
Yeah, no, those clothes have been here about a week.
Okay. Yeah, I grabbed the hats and the towel. So they smell clean.
Yeah.
The jacket's a little small for me. It's only XL. I need at least 2XL or 3 so I can layer. I like to layer, but you know, if I were to do XL, I'd have to cut the sleeves off to make room, and I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Why somebody would do that?
I have no idea. There's a lot of clothes.
They clean the clothes, They had them down below. I put them on the shelf, which is probably more the cooking shelf. But I want to keep my stuff in the sun just for a little advantage. And now I'm noticing as I'm talking, there's quite an echo.
Yeah.
The shelter's built to create an echo, a reverberation. Yeah.
Yeah, I can take all the clothes that fit.
Yeah.
Want some-
It's very rare to see this. Very rare.
Yeah, I don't know why somebody would throw them away.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good day.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Stay cool.
I will.
It's for transporting for a rail system that never came to be. They at least got the concrete pillars ready in case it did do something. There used to be a massive hospital here, and now it's just grass. So their whole intention was just to get rid of the hospital. They kept this loop, this emergency vehicle loop, or the patient drop-off loop. They kept this up, but they're not repairing it. They'll probably let it go to waste. But I mean, if they didn't let the hospital go to waste, maybe they have plans for it. It does open up the scenery for the lake, but look at Birchwood Manufacturing. That takes up a lot of prime real estate on the lake too. Yet that stays. I would come here to see if mom's car was here, see if she was working. I think she's long retired. It used to be called the Convalescent Center. Heritage Lakeside. Yeah, she would park back here. And I mean, I only remember a couple of cars that she drove back when we lived on the trailer park. She'd come out this door. It's hard to read it. Locked at all times. Should just do her work as a nurse's assistant. Parking here, and yeah, I don't know, we've just been in this parking lot waiting for her or whatever, and only like a couple of different cars, 2 or 3 different cars over time. Forget the makes and models. Now skateboards, rollerblades, or bicycles allowed in this area. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about this bicycle, huh? Nothing. You're just gonna make empty warnings. Stop me. Yeah, my perspective of Rice Lake's maybe a little bit different than other people's, because I lived on the south end in Camelot Acres, and my mom worked in the north end. So, and sometimes I'd go from walks from the trailer court to her work, and then she would drive me back home. And it's just like the length of the city is kind of just a pathway between places that we made service of. Alright, I've been holding on to these 7.5s for years and years. I got 3 fuses left out of 5. The one I'm using now is, I don't know, it may be what's failing. Took me a little while to find it. I've been keeping it on the other side of the car. I don't know why I don't keep it with the electronics in the electronics shelf. Why didn't I do that? I'm gonna start doing that.